In a small town, lost among fields and forests, stood an old phone booth. No one had used it for a long time. Its glass was cracked, the paint was peeling, and inside it smelled of rust and dampness. People said it had been there since the days when all communication was still wired. But there was a strange story going around. If you came to the booth at exactly midnight, picked up the receiver, someone would answer. Marina had heard this tale from a friend. Curiosity gnawed at her. She thought it was nonsense, but she wanted to check for herself. And so, on a rainy October evening, she decided to go. By night, the town was deserted. The streets were empty, lit only by flickering lamps reflecting in the wet asphalt. When she reached the intersection, Marina saw the booth. It stood apart from the road, as if forgotten by everyone. Inside, in the half-light, hung an old black receiver. The clock on Marina's phone showed 11:59 p.m. Her heart began to beat faster. Suddenly, the world around her grew so quiet that she could hear only her own breathing. When the screen ticked over to 12 o'clock, she stepped in, lifted the receiver, and pressed it to her ear. "Hello," she whispered. On the other end came the sound of heavy, rasping breathing. Then, a child's whisper. "You came. I've been waiting." Marina shuddered but decided it must be a local prank. "Who is this?" she asked. A pause, then a quiet chuckle. "You know I've come for you." She was about to hang up, but suddenly heard a faint creak behind her, as if someone had opened the booth door. Marina turned sharply. No one was there. The door was shut, but then the booth's glass began to fog up, as if from someone's breath, only it was coming from outside. In the receiver, the whisper grew louder, almost shrill. "Don't turn around. He's already here." Trembling, Marina looked at the glass again and noticed her reflection wasn't moving the same way she was. Its face was smiling, wider, and its eyes had turned black, like empty holes. In the next moment, something icy touched her neck. The receiver slipped from her hand. She tried to run, but the door wouldn't open, as if someone was holding it shut from outside. The last thing she heard in the phone was a child's voice. "Now you'll be the one to answer instead of me." The next day, the booth stood empty again. Only in the receiver, sometimes, a faint woman's whisper could be heard. "Hello. If you want, I can also make it sound more like a native horror short story for English readers while keeping the plot exactly the same."